Hello traders, hope you are all doing great. Yesterday I didn't post video. In fact, we shooted the video, but when we went for editing, we realized there was no sound at all. Then the whole day was wasted, right? Let me take 2 minutes of your time. I'm sorry for that. I'll tell you something very important thing. People think that YouTubing is very easy and YouTubing is very easy money. And I can assure you it is not as easy as what you think, right? I'll tell you something, just give me 2 minutes. After this video is shooted, I have to go for editing, and if I have to edit this video, I need a software, right? So we have subscribed to Premiere Pro and Photoshop. That Premiere Pro and Photoshop alone will cost you around 50k per annum. I'm talking about per annum. Then I need a really good processor, I need a good computer, I need a good CPU, I need an expensive VGA card so that this video is rendering very fastly. So if you are into video editing, you might know what is rendering. So it has to, if this video has to render very fast, so we are capturing high quality video. If it has to render, we need a high quality VGA card. Then this camera, you are seeing at 1080 4K video. This camera is an expensive camera. On top of that, I need to buy a prime lens, right? So camera, I have to, if you use a kit lens with the camera, which comes with the camera, it's not going to work. So I have to buy a prime lens also, which is more expensive than the camera itself. And if I flip this camera, you can see our studio setup. We have done so much of acoustics paneling. Why we have done is so that we don't get echo and you get a crisp and clear voice. On top of that, we have bought this mic also, which costed around 7.5k or 8k, right? So why am I saying all this is because lots of efforts are being put to give you some information. It is absolutely fine if you don't like this video, right? There is no necessity you should like this video or you have to like this video. There is no necessity at all. If you don't like, you can always skip this video. And why am I saying this specifically is because people think when we talk or when we try to sell something or when we try to sell some premium content, they think we are fraud. All YouTubers are fraud, right? So that's not a good thing to do, right? Not everyone will be a fraud, right? So just be polite, just use polite words so that you don't have to encourage us, but don't discourage us, right? That's what I want to say, and this is very important. And looking at the markets are really, really volatile. I thought 18,000 will not be taken out by Nifty, but it was very surprising that 18,000 came. 18,000 was taken. 18,000 was a very good resistance. So I never thought the 18,000 will be taken out, and Nifty in fact touched 18,000. 200 levels, right? And I'll tell you about one stock which jumped more than 7% today. I'm not sure whether you are aware of this stock, which is called Solar Industries, right? Solar Industry, this stock alone jumped more than 7%, staggering 7%. And you know why it jumped more than 7%? Because there is some positive news about this stock, that this stock has its sales has risen more than 78% and its net profit rose more than 1,811 crores. See, I'm not an investor, but I thought you have to see this stock and look at the way the stock has moved all these days since January. From 4,500 it has come to around 3,600. One day it has jumped to more than 7%. That's really, really, really amazing, right? So this is one stock I want to talk about, which I observed today. And when it comes to Nifty, 18,000 is a very, very strong resistance. As I told you, I thought it might not be taken out, but surprisingly it has taken out. But I can tell you one thing, or I can tell you what I think is that this is a perfect trap. Why Nifty went above 18,000 is because of some windfall tax in crude oil prices. And you know what happened? Reliance moved more than 2% or 3%, and you know that Reliance is having good weightage in Nifty 50. That is the only reason this Nifty 50 moved drastically. It almost touched 18,200. Now if you see 18,000 previously, historically, if you see 18,000 has been acted as a good support and resistance as well. When it crosses 18,000, it acted as a support, and when it came down below 18,000, it acted as a resistance. Now what happened today is that it has closed above 18,000, to be precise 18,032. Whether it is going to be a support or resistance, we really don't know. Tomorrow we will come to know. As far as I know, what is happening in the US market is US futures are all trading in the red, and hopefully tomorrow we might see a gap down. Even though Nifty gapped up sharply today, it almost if you see from day start to day end, it slipped down. It closed in the red only, and Bank Nifty was worst performer. At least Nifty was performing. Bank Nifty was not at all performing. 41,500 is a good stiff resistance for Bank Nifty, which is also taken out, right? So we really don't know whether this is a false breakout or it is a true breakout. We will come to know tomorrow only. So 41,500 has also acted as a good support all these days, and we can see what is this chart is self-explanatory, and you can see that 41,500 is a super stiff resistance. So we will see how tomorrow spans out. And if you are watching our videos, you might realize that I've been saying for 2 or 3 days that FIIs are reducing their index short futures and they are going in long. So this could be one reason which we didn't know. They had information, windfall tax, crude oil windfall tax, so they would have pumped money into Reliance. And Adani is a whole different thing. I don't have to talk. So much has been talked about Adani. We'll leave that aside. And as I told you, if you can see here, this is the participants wise open interest of FIIs. So let me go here, and if you see this one, so still they have, if you, yesterday it was around 99,000, around 97,000, previously it was 136,000 future index short, then it came to around 97,000, today they have increased it to around more than 100,000. So they are increasing after this windfall tax issue is done. Now they will again dump. So what I am thinking is, or what I am trying to say is, whatever happening is a perfect trap. So market may gap down tomorrow, market may consolidate. Even in our Telegram group, people were saying that there is no reason for the market to go on the higher side. Even our members, even our mentorship program, people in our mentorship program, we have not done any adjustment. We have some 18,000 short straddles. We have not done anything to that position. So whatever happening is a trap, is what I think. This is my personal view. I may go wrong, right? And I have gone wrong many times, but I do accept whatever. When I go wrong, I do accept. I don't try to beat around the bush. Whenever there is a mistake, obviously I accept the mistakes, right? So this is how the markets are. Let us see if FII data has come. Last but not the least, if FIIs are net sellers or buyers, I'm sure they should be net sellers only, because of this index short position. They have entered lots of index future position, short futures, right? So I'm sure they should be net sellers only. So no, they are not net sellers, sorry. Both FIIs and DIIs have bought for around 1,500 crores. Both of them have bought for around 1,500 crores. Okay, so this is how the markets are. Let us see how things pan out tomorrow. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye.